Hello, and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And now I'm interrupting myself to say happy birthday to Full Deck from Missing a Few Cards and from Simon and myself, of course, as well. I think Simon's done one of your puzzles earlier, and that's great. Also, very happy birthday to Autumn. This is a belated happy birthday, not because Autumn's finishing, but because Autumn had a birthday before. Your partner, Eman, sent us a message, apparently on Instagram. Now, it's an a Dear Mark email. If you found my Instagram account, well done. I don't even know where it is. So I wouldn't have spotted an Instagram to my account. If you've sent one even to the Cracking the Cryptic account, I'm not sure would have spotted that. So well done for tracking down the email address, and happy birthday, Autumn. I'm sorry it's late. I do also want to mention that we are streaming on Friday this week. So we will be going back to the Guess the Setter series and having another go at a couple, at least, maybe 3 of those puzzles. Might even be 4 if we go very well. I doubt it. We'll see. And it's time for gas today. We have 5 new genuinely approachable Sudoku puzzles from the daily Sudoku channel on the Discord server. And they will all be, I believe, by Bill Murphy, Philip Newman and Clover. They're regular contributors to that channel now, and they're always really good tests of basic Sudoku skills, and they're kind of very good teaching tools for the types of Sudoku that get featured as well. So we strongly recommend them, whatever level of Sudoku you're at. You can, if you're very experienced and used to these types of Sudoku, you can use them for speed training. But if you are new in any way to either variant Sudoku to Sudoku even, these are great teaching tools and well worth a go at any one or all 5 of the puzzles we'll be doing today. What I will do is go through the rules, or rather the Discord explanations of the rules from the setters, and then take on the puzzles one by one, timing myself as I go. That's how I like to do it. Now, quickly to mention, we do, of course, have a gas app. So if you go to the CTC app, and you can download that for free. It's a basic framework. There are 7 free puzzles. There's also the free 500k pack. But then you can actually pay $2 or $3 for the gas app, and that will be 60 puzzles in due course. I think 30 are up already, and the rest will be released in small batches monthly. And that will be 60 puzzles more of these genuinely approachable Sudokus, and well worth it. You can also get Domino Sudoku on that app, and you can get our other apps with the other methods listed in the description fields. Also, do think about joining us on Patreon. There'll be a new monthly challenge out on the 1st of the month, and it's always good fun to have a go at those. There'll be brilliant puzzles. I mean, I know what's coming up next month, and they're excellent. So do consider joining us on Patreon. There's other content as well as the monthly competitions. So loads going on, as always, around the channel. But what you can do with these puzzles is click on the links under the video. So there will be 2 links. We use the tiny URL links provided by the gas setters because they play it in our software for almost everybody. For a few people who can't use tiny URL, we do provide fpuzzles links as well, so you can play it there as well. And there are hat times. These are, you get 2 hats if you solve it in a fast time, as defined by a number that goes under the video as well. 1 hat for a slightly slower time, and then there's a dinosaur. You're awarded a dinosaur if you solve it outside those times. So let us look at what the setters have said about these puzzles one by one. And we start with a Bill Murphy puzzle. And it's called All Natural Processes. And he says, "G'day, existentialism fans. I've written a lot of nonsense so far in my 2 weeks as a gas setter, and I'm a little worried people would take me seriously." This looks a lot like the last intro I read out from Bill, including the quote. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. I thought something had gone badly wrong and I was doing last week's puzzles, but no. The quote is the same as last time, and indeed Bill's opening paragraph, I presume, is the same as last time. But then today's Sudoku is a clone Sudoku, so it's sort of like a deja vu all over again joke. That's a relief, Bill. You had me going there. Normal Sudoku rules, so let's do the rules now. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits that appear in one part of one coloured region must appear in exactly the same position in the other region coloured the same. So the green regions are exact clones of each other's, as are these yellower regions. So the hat times will be given under the video. The dinosaur is a copyable concavenator. And then we'll go on to puzzle 2. Oh, Some Renban or Other by Philip Newman. And this pattern is exactly the same as Clover used last time out for a German Whispers puzzle. And Philip's done it with Renban lines. That's Britain. Okay, I love this. Philip starts with, I've written a lot of nonsense so far in my 70 weeks as a gas setter. End. Good one, Philip. And he's shouting back to Bill's, I've written a lot of nonsense there. I'm glad I got that far into Bill's quote so we could understand that. Today's gas is a killer Renban Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in cages cannot repeat and must sum to the total given. I doubt, but you never know if these cage totals can't be the same. It's just the pattern. And in fact, I have a feeling that these two little lines were not necessary in the German Whispers version. I might be wrong. Digits in cages cannot repeat, must sum to the total given. Digits along purple Renban lines must form a non-repeating consecutive set in any order. For instance, a 4-cell Renban line, not that there are any, could be 4352, because that's 2, 3, 4, 5 in an order, but not 5, 6, 7, 9 or 2, 3, 1, 2. The dinosaur is a kitschy Clamellisaurus. And then we go on to Either Or by Clover, who says, life is a series of either-or decisions. For instance, you can either solve this either-or Sudoku, or print it out, wad it up, and let the dinosaur herd play volleyball with it. In case you've opted to solve, normal Sudoku rules apply. Also, if two cells are separated by a white circle, then the digit in the white circle must be contained in one of those two cells. Okay, that's it. There's no... Sorry, I was wondering, Clover did a puzzle like this recently where the digit in the circle could be one of two different things. But here the either or is that the digit appears in one of the two cells. The dinosaur is either an Eosinopteryx or an Enigmosaurus. I wonder if that's a real one. That sounds like a puzzle maker's dinosaur. Now, what is Bill going to give us for the next day? The puzzle is called Things Always Move Forward. Okay, it's all written backwards. Okay, so if I go to the end, it's the same stuff. I've written a lot of nonsense so far in my 2 weeks as a gas setter, etc., etc. Then there's the long quote, which looks like it's exactly the same, but I think something's been added. Positive thinking, what else are we supposed to do, Joe Perra? That feels like it is added. Anyway, oh, and then underneath, oh, let's see, G'day existentialism fans, backwards. Right, today's Sudoku. Bill, you are messing with me badly. I'm not enjoying it. Today's Sudoku is all of that was, the whole blurb from the last two times was written backwards, which is quite hard to read, even with my experience of reading things backwards. Anyway. Today's Sudoku is a palindrome Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits along a grey line must read the same backwards or forwards, so that's why. The dinosaur is a repeatable Rugops, and then we go on to Jango Plays Jenga by Philip. Both Philip and Bill do like to give their Sudokus very imaginative titles, as you can see. And Philip says, Bill gave away some secrets about Gas HQ yesterday. Did he? And since you're all clever people and have already surely figured this out, I'll go ahead and confirm that, yes, if you make a recording of yesterday's intro in a thick Scottish accent and post it on YouTube, you'll be able to access a very special room of the gas campus. I hope we don't get too many people trying to access it all at once. I mean, what's in their minds? I don't know. Do you? Today's guess is a clone Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Oh, another clone Sudoku. Cages of the same shape are clones, so the rules, which is probably an amusing clone error, and must contain the same digits in the same relative positions. So we have lots of 2x2 boxes, and they must all be clones of each other. And then there are these other sort of L-shape triominoes that must be clones. Okay, so do give them a try on the links under the video. I'm going to restart my clock every time so I know the time I'm taking, but I will also be posting a timer onto the video so you can see how long I'm going for. Let's get cracking. Okay, well, these are all clones, so we can just fill in most of the numbers around them. 8, 7, 6, 5. Now, very tempted to put a 9 there, but it is not mandated by the rules, so I'm not going to do it. I'm tempted to put a 9 there because all the other numbers appear in yellow. This is our start. Let's solve this as a Sudoku. That is a naked 4. Then I've got a 5, 7 pair at the top and bottom. Let's have a look at this column. Yes, that is a naked 3 because 1 and 8, which are 2 of the missing numbers in this column, are in that box. And that's a 1, 8 pair. Now that similarly is a naked 7. And I can do the 5, 4 this time. 7 has fixed 5 and 7 in column 2. Now I might have some hints for this. 1, 8, 3 to go. No, I really don't have. Oh, yes, I do. That's a naked 8 because 1 and 3 are in the box. So that's 1, that's 3, yes. And that's finished off all of those columns. Let's look at the rows as well. We should have even more data. 7 must go there by Sudoku. 1, 8, 4, 5, and 9 in this row. And I think with this approach, this puzzle has become very straightforward, thank goodness. 1, 8, 7, 4, 5, and 9. It's not always that I choose the right approach straight away. And I have run into a stumbling block in this row. I thought they were all going to be filled in rows 2, 4, 6, and 8. Right, now what? 5, 4, 6, and 9. I can place 9 in box 1. No. 8, 4, 6, and 9. So 8, 4, and 6 still to go. Well, this can't be a 6. I don't know. Okay, let's have a look at box. Oh, this has only got 2 digits left to go, and one is a 3. 5, 6, 9 here. So that must be a 6. 6 and 9 here. 2 and 3 here, which I can do. That's a 7 in the center of the grid. That's very straightforward. Right, now, okay, box 3 finally. 1 is there, 2, 4, and 6. This is a clone of that. Let's try this. They see 5, 1, 1, 5, 3, 9, 7, 8, 2, and 6. So that's a 4. Let's try this one. Well, it's got to be 6 or 8. And it can't be 6 in the bottom position. So that's an 8. So I'm glad we didn't go with a 9 in that position. It would have been totally wrong. 2 and 6, that's a 6. That's 2, that's 6, that's 4. 5 there, that's going to finish the row. Might as well do that while I can see it. Now actually I can do 6 and 9 there as well. 2, and now we're just finishing off. 9, 3, 2, 2 digits to go, 8 and 6. And there we go. That is a nice easy one. Again, the right approach helped with that. There's a lot of digits given in those clones, which is very helpful. Frankly, on Bill's puzzle there, it took probably longer to read and understand the preamble on Discord than solve the puzzle. But it makes a big difference if you do take the right approach to begin with. Right, so this is the Renban and Killer one from Philip. Let's go. Let's try and forget the details from Clover earlier. Oh, I see. These are all 9-cell lines. So they're like extra regions. I had not appreciated that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These cages are actually very easy to do given that information. 5, 6 and a 7. Next one, 1, 2. Not so obvious. Well, where can... 3 could go here. Probably does. This can't have 9 or 8 in it in the row. So that's 7, 6. Now the 14 cage is 5, 9. This is 4, 8. 3 goes on the tail. 10, 10, 3 and 17. 5 can't go in the 10 cages, so it goes on the tail. 4 can't go in that one because it's in the row. So that's all the pairs for that row. Now this one, probably a bit... 1, 2 and 3 have gone in row 7, so that's a 4, 5 pair. Now the 13 cage can't use 4 or 5, has to be 6, 7. Yes, and what I've been really using here is actually just that the numbers on a renban have to be different. It hasn't mattered to me that they had to be consecutive, which was obvious on the 9-digit ones in a way. So maybe I'll be using it here. That is either 3, 6 or 4, 5. This is either 5, 2 or 6, 1. But if it was 6, 1, you couldn't get enough numbers on the line to join them together. So that's 5, 2. 3 or 4 must be in this one. Well, it can't be 4, 5. That would repeat a 5 on the line. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the renban set there. Now, we've got a 3 in this cage, in this box, I mean. So that's going to fix 7, 3 down there. That fixes 6, 7. Don't know about this 1, 2 pair. Gonna have to actually do some solving in a moment rather than just looking at renban lines. There's a 4 in one of these 2 cells by Sudoku, and it can't be there because that can't be 3 or 5, which is a weird discovery, almost certainly not relevant to the best path for solving this puzzle. That is 7 or 8 from what it sees. Yeah, I'm really making a bit of a filthy mess of this. But anyway, that's a 4 by Sudoku. That's a 5, therefore, naked. 8, 9 pair there. 6 must go there in the row. This is a 1, 7 pair. This is now a 2, 5 pair, which I can fill in. That fixes the 1, 2 cage, which I wanted fixed. 8 in the column is there. 9 and 6. I don't think I know how they go. This is a 5. So this is now 4 or 6, and I don't know the answer. This is a 1, 3 pair. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9 go up here. That one's not 7. In this... Oh, I was going to say there's nowhere for 7 in this row, but there is. Thank goodness. 1 and 7. That's going to fix 2 and 1. This is now 2 and 6. How are these going to get unwound? Because 2 is unwound naturally. Right. Poor scanning by me, but recovered by a bit of generic thought about how we could unwind it. We're going to need 1 naked there. 8 and 9 can go in. That fixes 6 and 9. This is a 6, 7 pair. That makes this a 4. We've got 2 and 1 still to complete the box. So we're going to have to use this renban. 1, 2, 3 there, and 1, 2 or 7 there. Well, we can't have 7 here, so 7 goes there. 2 must be on the renban, so that's not a 2. But I don't know how to finish that off yet. 1 in this row is there. I've got a 5, 9 pair and a 3, 8 pair. This is a good one because it does challenge you to think about the boxes and constraints in a slightly different way from normal. Now, I must be able to use these pairs. There's a 2, 3 pair there, and now the only digit I've filled in is a 4 in these columns. And that is probably going to take me through all of the disambiguation of columns 7 and 8. 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 2, 2, 3. It is. Look at that. That is beautiful. Now I can do this 1, 2 pair down here. That's going to inform the renban only a bit. I'm going to have to do basically the same with columns 1 and 2 now. 1, 3, 3, 8, 8, 9, and I think this is, oops, I'm getting into the wrong place, finishing the puzzle entirely, and relatively straightforwardly. And there we go. That is 5 minutes 32. I mean, that's a pretty quick time. Yeah, treating these as extra regions really was quite a helpful way of going about it, I think, especially given the cage totals that appeared on them. Right, we go on to Clover's either or. The digit in the white circle must be contained in one of the 2 cells around it. So it's a bit like a quadruple puzzle in a way. Okay, here we go. Let's get cracking. So how do we use the top row? I don't really know. This is weird as well. How do I start this? Okay, I'm going to start with X-wings. If there's a 4 there and a 4 there, there's a 4 somewhere here. 7 there and 7 there means that's where 7 goes. One of these is an 8, I can see. Oh, this is weird. I don't know how I'm meant to be doing this. I don't think I'm doing the right thing. Ah, 3 is down there. So the 3 on this 3 is there. Right, that's going to push the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And this is a 1, 2, 9 triple where the 1 isn't there and the 2 isn't there. Yeah, that was huge. Okay, can I do the same down here? I've got a 5 there. So the 5 on this 5 circle is here. That pushes 6 to there. That's not as helpful. I've got 4 there. That pushes 4 over this side. Ah, 7s and 8 and 6 are done by Sudoku from above. That can't be right. It's not 6 there. 7 is done by the 7s above and 8 is, but not 6. 6 goes here. In fact, I can now fill in all of these from their circles. There we go. I've got a 4 pencil marked there. Now 1 is looking up at that cell and 2 at the next one. So top row and bottom row fully done. Now I can fill in 9 there and a 7, 8 pair beside it. That's 1 or 2. No, it can't be 1 according to the circles in the row. Oh, and 7 is in the row as well. Right, so now we've got a 1, 7, 9 triple. 2, 3, 8 below it. This is a 1, 5, 6 triple. Now 3 here has been decided. Let's go over the other side. 6 has been decided but not 4. 3 has been decided up there. That fixes 4, which fixes 4 there. 9 is resolved here, that resolves 1. 6 is resolved here, that resolves 7. 3 is now resolved here. 2, 9, and 8. I don't see how they're done. So I'm going to fill in a 3 there by Sudoku. 6 there in the column, similarly. That should be 2, 5. That's a 9, 1 pair. This is a 7, 8 pair. That gives me a 5 here. I can fill in 7 and 8. I can fill in 2 and 5 in the row. Now that's a 5 by Sudoku. 3 down here must be there. That's not a 7. In fact, this fixes 7. That fixes 1. That fixes 9. Okay. 2 is still not done here. 9 is not done. 8 is not done. But 8's in one of those cells, so that's a 2. 5, 7, 2, 3, 6, 4. That's a 1 nakedly. Then 9 and 8 there, but 8 again is there, so that's not 8. 2, 3, 4 here, they can be written in. 9 and 8 in these cells. This is 1 and 8 now, and that pushes 2 and 9 out to the sides. Right, I think that's probably going to give us enough. This has to be a 1, so that's resolved the 8 and 1. That fixes 1 and 9. That fixes 9 and 8. The pencil marking I've done is incredibly helpful, luckily. So now I can do 2 in this row. 4 there is naked. Oops, I'm going the wrong way with my arrow keys. 7 and 6 here. 6, 7. Think this is right. 1 and 6. Yes, that solution is correct. So yeah, I should have been able to. Yeah, what I didn't focus on was that 7 and 6 there fixed roughly where 7 and 6 were in that box, which placed 6 on this circle, for instance. And I wasn't quite grasping that at the beginning, but not too bad at all. So that's one from each of the setters, and we go on to Bill's palindrome puzzle. Okay, let's get cracking on this then. Palindromes. So we can fill in some of the digits on each palindrome. Okay, I got that wrong. Stupidly wrong. Putting a 6 there is appalling. It's 7 that's on the end of the palindrome, then 6, then gap, then 5. Here it's 1, then 2, then gap, then 8. Here it's 4, then 3, then gap, then 5. And here it's 2, then 9, then gap, then 1. Okay, so there's our start. 7 and 8 to go in that row, 4 and 9 in that one. Let's look at these columns as well, just in case anything is a giveaway. It's not. Symmetry, of course, prevents that. Right, this is a naked pair of 9, 8, based on the column and the box. Then I can fill in 5, 4. This must be a pair, 1, 7. I can now fill in 8 and 5. I've done those in the right order, it turns out. 3 and 8 there. Now, these are on the palindromes, and that's probably going to help because those numbers are replicated there and there. That's a 7, 9 pair. That's a 3, 8 pair. And now we've got 3, 8 in the box. What else? We've got 3, 8 in that box. Did that not? I don't know, I'm probably missing what else that gave me. Central cell of the palindrome is useless in terms of information. Oh, I've got an 8 there. Bother. Right, so that fixes 8 and 3. Okay, so that's an 8, that's a 3. That 8 fixes 9 and 8. That makes this a 6, that's quite helpful. 9, ooh, 7 on this palindrome. 9 on the other. That's all the key palindrome positions done now. And I think we're basically just filling in the rest of the digits now. So 4 and 6, we've got a 1, 2 pair. At the top we've got 3 and 7 and a 1, 2 pair as well. 3, 9, 8, 5, 7. I must know where 4 goes in the column and 2. The 2 fixes 1 and 2, so then I get a 6 here. Let's just look at anything. 1, 3, 9 here. Oh, I can do the 1. I can't do the 3, 9 yet. 7, 2, 8, 3. There must be a 9 here somewhere. 9, 6. And now 9, 3. And there we go. That's even quicker. 2 minutes 42. Lots of palindrome information from Bill there. And that really is pretty straightforward. Thank you, Bill. But we're flying along today. I'm pretty confident of 2 hats on each puzzle so far. Surely Philip won't be my nemesis with another clone puzzle. We've even had clone practice today already. Let's get cracking. Okay, there's a lot less digits given, just 1 of each digit in this. So, okay, what can't be in the 2 by 2? 9, 7, 1, 3. So it's made up of 2, 4, 5, 6, or 8. This is probably a dumb way of going about this. What can't be in the 3 by 3? 9, 6, 8, 4. That's less helpful. The top cells can't contain 2s because of the 2 position. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, the bottom cells can't contain 8s. Oh, it's this one as well. And this one. Right, the top cells can't contain 5s either. Sorry, I'm just catching up with my pencil marking on all the clones. No, neither the top nor the bottom can contain 5s because of box 5. Oh, okay, so I can take 5 out of all of them. They are 2, 4, 6, 8. They're fully even cages. And what have we worked out cannot be in the other clones? Well, if they can't contain even digits, they also can't contain 9. Oh, I don't know. Okay, we can't rule out the others. Anyway, we've got all these even digits marked. I'm very tempted to give them a colour so I can just keep an eye on them. Let's make them blue as well. Right. Now what? Everything else is odd in lots of places. I'm going to do this. I'm sorry. This may be wasting time, but it's really going to help me keep track of some of the odd digits in this puzzle. And of course, all of the little clones are odd because of box 9, for instance. So we've got a lot of odd markings. That's going to be even. I don't know. This is the way I'm doing it. It may not be a sensible way to do it, but there we go. That's even. This one we must know is even. Up here, one of each. That one we must know, that's odd. The central row, we've got all the odds, so those two are even. Oh, come on, Mark, think it through. 4 can't be on the right of the 2x2 clone because of column 3, and 6 can't be on the left. I have a feeling this is not going to resolve the whole clone. We're just left with this weird interactive chocolate teapot quadruple. I'm really hashing this one up. Now, come on, think about it. 9 has to be in one of those cells. Is that any use? Oh, and it can't be there. So 9 in this box is here because of the clone that was. Now, 1 can't, it's not in the clone. It's not in the top of the clone. Could be in the bottom. In fact, the bottom is 1, 3, or 5. It's not 5, so it's 1 or 3, the bottom of the 3 clone. The left is not 1 or 3 or 9. So it's 5 or 7. I hoped I was going to eliminate 1. And the knuckle is not 1 or 9 or 7. So it's 3 or 5. Ah. 3 must be in the clone because of this cell. So those have to have a 3. Oh look, I haven't... That was 3 or 5. That's 1 or 3. And there must be a 3 in there. Oh, I really not approached this puzzle skillfully. 2, 6, or 8 there. That's 2, 4, or 8. I'm going to do the same here. These are both 2 or 8. So that's a 2, 4, 8 triple. So 6 is in one of those cells and not there. That's not interesting. That's not a 4, similarly. That's odd. Oh, and then this is odd as well, actually. That's odd in the column. These are odd in the row. I must know what these are. That's even. That's odd. This is 4 or 6. It's not helping. None of this is helping. How do I break through? Seven, 9. That's 3 or 5. This is 1, 3, or 5. 9 is in one of those cells, and so in one of those cells, and so in one of those. 1 is in one of those two. So it has to be in this region. There we go. So 1 is there. 3 has to be in it as well. So at least we've got some clone digits finally resolved, and that's taken me ages. I'm 5 minutes into this puzzle before I've done that with any clone digits. This becomes a 5. That's 3. Now we've got 7 in the other odd clone digit. Right, so the odd clones are done. I still don't know how we're ever going to resolve the even ones, but maybe we can do all the odd digits in the puzzle first. Some of them are coming now. 1, 3, 9, yes. Look, I'm really focusing on odds. Then I might be able to finish the odds in boxes 4 and 6. And I think that's going to be incredibly helpful, rather surprisingly. 7, 5, 3, that is 7 and 1. This is 3 and 9. I am glad I did the colouring. It's helped me the way I've gone about this. Now, we need I don't know. There's an X-wing on 5s there. That is not helpful. How on earth am I meant to be resolving these other bits? Oh, look, I've got a 2 looking at that cell. You muppet. Right, they're all 4s. That's going to do the whole 2x2 clone. What a terrible solve. 8's there, 6's there. We can rotate around the whole clone doing these digits. 2's there. And the rest is just finishing off. And how did I not notice how this was resolving earlier? I don't know. 8, 2... 8, 2, that's a 6, this is a 4. Now we must be able to do these, yes, 5 and 4, 5 and 6. And there we go. Limps to a finish in 7 minutes 19. I don't know if that'll get me the 2 hats playing with fire over 7 minutes. And it was so much more straightforward. How did I not notice that too, looking at this digit? I wonder if 8 was looking at that digit as well and making that easier too. Might well have been. Oh, Jenga it was. Once you finally got a number in it, the whole thing fell apart, but it really took a while for me to do that. Good fun. Well done, Philip. I think to some extent you have reasserted yourself as my nemesis here, and very well done. Thanks as always for watching. Hope you had fun doing those gas puzzles, or at least watching the solve, and hope to see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.